Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I wanted to discuss a good life hack for those of you who like to save money on annual expenses, specifically around insurance. A lot of people really think life insurance is really important, which I agree, it is very important. However, there are cheaper ways around it. So first off, let's talk about accidental insurance, which is actually supplementary to your medical insurance, or health insurance. I mean to say health insurance. So part of your medical plan, you can opt for what's called accident insurance. With my company, I only pay about $7 per paycheck, which in a month that's about $14 a month. And that is my alternative to term insurance. Reality wise, that thing covers a whole lot for so little. And compared to term insurance, this is often viewed as an alternative to term insurance. So while term is great, I feel like this is even better because it also covers accidental. If you get in car accident or something, just any sort of life-threatening issue, like if you fall or something and you break a hip or whatever, this would be a really great alternative to make sure that you are protected. So one, paying those hefty bills, but also in case in the instance you do die, it's acts as a alternative to term insurance. So there is a death benefit as well. So that's an excellent perk. Now, for someone with kids, that's something I recommend for single people. Now, if you do have kids, obviously you want to have a better policy. I always recommend term over whole life. Of course, there's instances more rare where whole life may make more sense for an individual, but I'd say for most everyday average Americans, I would say term insurance makes perfect sense, especially if you have kids. I typically recommend a 20-year or 30-year up to, but 20-year I feel like is suffice. A 20-year term insurance once you have a baby. That way they are protected until their adulthood. If you were to pass, you can give a large amount of coverage. Although if you choose 30-year, that's up to you at that point. That's personal preference. Your kids should be fine by the time they're in their 20s. Yeah. And then whole life policies, they're great too if you are like higher net worth and you've exhausted all other investment vehicles such as mutual funds, your Roth IRA, or other investment vehicles. If you really exhausted all those and you are high net worth, then I'd also recommend to look into, say, IUL, which is Index Universal Life Insurance. Don't recommend that for everyday average Americans, as much as life insurance agents try to push that. But I do think that could be beneficial for very unique individuals. And the reason for that is because usually they say it's a hedge against inflation. Not inflation, but like market trends. So as if stocks go down, your IUL actually it doesn't actually go down. It just stays consistent. However, just note that the amount of money you're paying inside the premiums, those a lot of that money is going to fund the insurance policy itself, not really for the investments side of things where you get cash value tax free. They really sell you on that, but reality is, relative to how much you make with compared to the stock market, you're better off, investing in mutual funds or index funds, ETFs, and just getting term. But again, term, I think the accidental insurance makes more sense than term overall because you save money and it comes with way more. So yeah, that is basically what I wanted to share with you guys today. Is just be smart with your insurance. There are ways around the system of making sure that you get affordable options that really are that are packed with value, and that's the things that I look for. Yeah, I think also to consider is people who want to retire early. So this is me, myself included. So if you don't want to work a 9 to 5 and you also don't want to pay for really expensive insurance products, there are ways around it. For example, if you are anything like me, you'd have other certifications beyond your degree. So I do have a life insurance license. I also have a real estate license. And there are companies out there, you have to search for them, but there are companies out there where you can be a contractor and they have group insurance plans. And so for me, when I look at some of these plans with some of the companies I am contracted with, I am able to just pay about $80 per month on medical insurance, $8 a month on life insurance, and about $15 a month. No, sorry, it's about $16 a month for dental insurance. So in total, and then accidental insurance too, if I wanted to add that for about $27. But really, I'm not going to do the term insurance because I'm going to utilize that accidental insurance. So I'm only paying about $150 per month on insurance out of pocket by, not even having to work a 9 to 5. These are contractor roles. And yeah, there are ways around the system. You just got to find them. So that pretty much concludes my video for today, and I'll see you guys on the next one.